Taiwan administers first Kisunla Alzheimer's shot. Magnitude 4.9 quake shakes Taipei early morning. NTU med student keeps spot despite ethics violation. Some Iranians urge strong response after U.S. strikes. Pakistan to nominate Trump for Nobel Peace Prize. Over 100 firefighters battle major wildfire on Greek island. Last BTS member discharged from South Korean military service. Thunder defeat Pacers to win 2025 NBA Finals.
Hello everyone, I'm Oceana. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Tuesday, June 24th, St. John's Day, and here are top stories. In local news, an 83-year-old woman became the first in Taiwan to receive Kisunla, a new Alzheimer's drug. With over 350,000 dementia cases, Taiwan approved Kisunla and Leqembi to slow early-stage Alzheimer's progression. A magnitude 4.9 earthquake struck near Fengling, Hualien at around 2 a.m., shaking Taipei. The quake hit a depth of 10 kilometers with an estimated intensity of 4, according to the initial CWB data. A high school student admitted to NTU's medical program was found to have violated research ethics by copying parts of a professor's journal in her science project. Her award was revoked, but NTU said her admission via the STAR program remains valid as the issue did not affect her interview score. And in global news, U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to launch direct strikes against Iranian nuclear sites has sparked a wave of anger in the country, with people on the streets of Tehran expecting their country to strike back. One man said, "The Iranian people are people of honor, and we will definitely give a strong response. We will stand firm like we have for the past 40 years. Large crowds gathered at Engelab Square in central Tehran on Sunday evening to protest the strikes.
Trump ordered attacks on 3 of Iran's most important nuclear facilities early Sunday morning, a move that has placed the U.S. at the center of the conflict between Israel and Iran. Iranians had faced the possibility of U.S. intervention ever since Israel launched its strikes on nuclear and military targets last week, but many believed any action was still days away. On Thursday, he would decide whether to strike Iran within 2 weeks, seemingly opening a window for negotiations. That all changed early Sunday, when American bombers dropped more than a dozen massive bunker buster bombs on Iran's nuclear facilities, and Tomahawk missiles launched from the sea struck Isfahan.
Pakistan said it would recommend President Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize, an accolade he has openly coveted for his work in helping to resolve the recent conflict between India and Pakistan. Some analysts in Pakistan suggested the move might persuade Trump to reconsider potentially joining Israel in striking Iran's nuclear facilities. Pakistan has condemned Israel's actions as a violation of international law and a threat to regional stability.
In May, a surprise announcement by Trump of a ceasefire abruptly ended a 4-day conflict between nuclear-armed foes India and Pakistan. Trump has since repeatedly claimed that he averted a nuclear war, saved millions of lives, and complained that he received no credit for it. Pakistan agrees that U.S. diplomatic intervention ended the fighting, but India maintains that it was a bilateral agreement between the two militaries. Governments can nominate individuals for the Nobel Peace Prize. There was no immediate response from Washington, and a spokesperson for the Indian government did not respond to a request for comment.
On Sunday, more than 100 firefighters, assisted by water-dropping helicopters and planes, battled a large wildfire burning near the main town on the eastern Aegean island of Chios, with emergency services ordering the evacuation of a dozen areas. The fire department said 3 separate blazes broke out in the morning and around midday near the town. Fanned by strong winds, the flames quickly merged into one large blaze, leaving firefighters struggling to contain it.
Dozens of firefighters from Athens and the northern Greek city of Thessaloniki were sent by ship as reinforcements to the 100 already on the island. 10 water-dropping helicopters and 2 firefighting planes provided air support until nightfall. As daylight faded, footage showed firefighters battling towering flames tearing through woodland and farmland. Wildfires are frequent in Greece during its hot, dry summers, but authorities have said that climate change is fueling larger and more frequent blazes. In 2018, a massive fire swept through the seaside town of Mati, trapping people in their homes and on roads as they tried to flee. More than 100 people died, including some who drowned while trying to swim away from the flames.
Suga, a rapper and songwriter in the global K-pop sensation BTS, has been discharged from South Korea's mandatory military service, marking the official return of all 7 members from their enlistment duties. The label confirmed that Suga completed his alternative service duties last Wednesday after using up his remaining leave. BTS's management agency, Big Hit Entertainment, had said earlier that no events were planned for Suga's release out of concern for overcrowding.
It is a momentous occasion for fans of the K-pop group BTS, as the 7 members plan to reunite sometime in 2025 now that they've completed their military service. Last week, BTS superstars and V were discharged from South Korea's military after fulfilling their mandatory service, with Jimin and Jungkook discharged a day later. 6 of the group's 7 members served in the army, while Suga fulfilled his duty as a social service agent, an alternative form of military service. Jin was discharged in June 2024, followed by J-Hope in October. In South Korea, all able-bodied men aged 18 to 28 are required by law to perform 18 to 21 months of military service under a conscription system designed to deter aggression from rival North Korea.
The Oklahoma City Thunder finished what they started back in late October on Sunday night, putting the rest of the NBA on notice that there's a new sheriff in town. With an average age under 26, the Thunder capped off one of the winningest seasons in the league history with a 7-game triumph over a resilient Indiana Pacers team to win the Larry O'Brien Trophy. It was a tight affair in the early going, reflective of the back-and-forth nature of the entire series until disaster struck for Indiana.
Star point guard Tyrese Halliburton, who had been instrumental in a string of incredible comeback wins for the Pacers this postseason, went down with a non-contact injury to his lower right leg. The Pacers showed their trademark determination and never quit, trimming the deficit to 10 points with 2.5 minutes left. But without their late-game hero Halliburton, the mountain was just too steep for the Pacers, and the Thunder ultimately won the game 103-91. The Thunder's centerpiece, Gilgeous-Alexander, had a game-high 29 points and earned Finals MVP honors, becoming the first player since LeBron James in 2013 to earn both regular season and Finals MVP awards.
The answer for yesterday was B, credential. The hackers stole the user's login credential and gained access to the system. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Some Iranians urge strong response after U.S. strikes. Number 1. Spark. 引发, 激起. The politician's comments sparked a heated debate online. Number 2. Massive. 巨大的, 大量的. The company suffered massive losses during the pandemic. Number 3. Condemn. 谴责, 责备. World leaders condemned the attack and called for peace. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. This day commemorates the birth of John the Baptist, a key figure in Christian tradition known for preparing the way for Jesus Christ. Born in the 1st century BC, he was a revered prophet who baptized many, including Jesus himself, symbolizing the purification of sins. The choice of the date for St. John's Day holds historical and cultural significance as it aligns with the summer solstice, making it a time of light and celebration. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm your host, Oceana, and I'll see you next time.